reason I got into the business was I wanted to hang out with cool people, creative people, and musicians are really cool, creative people. Mixing to me is that dance right in between the creative and the technical that I just love, and it's something that I can relate to in both fields, and I know enough about electronics and music to do a pretty good marriage, I think. When I nail the mix, I know it because I get an emotional connection with the song. All of a sudden I just feel something, a tingle, my eyes water, whatever it is. I just know that it's done. In the creative process of mixing, speakers are everything. I mean, they're your reference. And if you have no baseline reference, you're literally flying blind. When choosing a monitor, there's a lot of considerations: space, monetary, of course, and the performance of the monitor. And the dance is done when you find the balance between all those elements. PMC, to me, it's all those sweet spots at the same time. Right now I'm using the PMC 6, which I love very much. For the size of the monitor, it's not a big monitor at all. It's the cabinet, you can feel it when you pick it up, it's substantial. But the size that you feel of the picture and the weight of the sound and the mix is just way beyond its weight class. My mixing space is not even a room, it's an area. It used to be a dining room in my home, but as things transitioned over the years from spending less time mixing in studios to just tracking in studios, I set up my own home setup and treated it where it sounds great to me, but it's a small area. Yeah, the first time I heard them in my space, I'd say the first thing that I noticed was the weight and the tightness on the low end. I mean, it was, the imaging and everything and the detail and the vocals were locked, even more than they were on the previous monitor I had. But the tightness on the low end and the size and the weight on the low end was just unbelievable. And I don't play that loud. And one of the things that I noticed, especially on this new active series, is as you go up in level and down in level, and a lot of the time I mix really low level, like 70 dB kind of a thing, the presence of the low end doesn't disappear. That same weight that you get playing at 100 dB and 70, 65 dB, it's the relationship between low end and mid frequencies and high end stays the same, which is awesome. Monitor technology in particular over the years has gone a long way. And I mean, just like in every other field in video, wherever you go, technology marches on. And you can hear in this monitor, from what I was listening to even 10 years ago, 15 years ago, the level of detail now is much better. My new PMC 6 monitors definitely give me a level of confidence that help me move forward on a mix faster as far as workflow. I can just bring everything up, feel confident that what I'm hearing is actually what's happening. Everyone I work with knows that no matter where I go, studio, home, I'm gonna be working on my PMCs.